My girlfriend's Instagram caption caught me completely off guard. She wrote, "I belong to no one. I'm free to do whatever I want." Not long after, she told me she was going on a work trip with her boss. I replied evenly, "Okay then. I'm not your caretaker either." I chose not to renew the apartment lease. When she came back, she walked into an empty, silent place waiting for her. "Hey everyone, please support me in reaching 1,000 subscribers. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Every single sub truly matters to me. Thank you so much from the heart." I'm 28 years old, and just 3 months ago, I was convinced my life was perfectly on track. My girlfriend Sienna and I had been together for almost 4 years. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party and hit it off instantly. Within 6 months, she moved into my apartment. I fully own the place. I inherited it from my grandmother and paid off the remaining mortgage with money saved from my software consulting work. Sienna worked in marketing for a mid-sized tech company. She made decent money, but rent prices in our city were outrageous, so living with me rent-free was a huge advantage for her. I never threw it in her face or made her feel bad about it. She sometimes chipped in for groceries and paid for dates here and there. I believed we were building something lasting together. That's what love is supposed to look like, right? Everything changed suddenly. One Tuesday evening in late July, I was working from home, wrapping up a client call, when Sienna's Instagram story popped up. The text read, "I belong to no one. I'm free to do whatever I want. Women don't need permission to live their lives. Nail polish sparkles." I stared at it for a solid minute. We hadn't fought recently. Things seemed normal, even good. We just spent a relaxed weekend, binge-watching true crime documentaries and ordering food in. So what was this about? I walked into the living room. She was stretched out on the couch, scrolling her phone with a slight, satisfied smile. "Hey," I said casually, "saw your post. Everything okay?" She hardly looked up. "Yeah." "Why, it just seemed random. Is something bothering you?" Finally she turned, and her eyes carried an edge I'd never seen. "I'm just tired of people thinking they can control what I do." "Who's controlling you?" "Society's expectations, you know what I mean." I didn't really, but I let it go. Maybe she'd had a bad workday or saw some trending post that set her off. A few days later, she dropped the bombshell over dinner. "I'm going on a business trip with Derek," she said. Derek was her boss, mid-30s, freshly divorced, the kind of guy who posted gym selfies and motivational quotes about grinding. "It's in Miami. A 3-day conference, leaving next Wednesday. Just the two of you." She got defensive instantly. "Other team members will be there too, but yes, we're flying together. He's my manager." "It's required for the job." "All right," I said, "just asking, no need to make it weird." "I'm not asking for permission." "I'm telling you." That phrase again, not asking for permission, like I'd been running some strict household regime from the dinner table. I nodded slowly. "Got it." That night after she fell asleep, I sat in the dark living room thinking. Something felt off. The social media post, the defensive tone, the sudden trip with Derek. I'm not the jealous type, never have been, but my gut was screaming. I looked up the lease info. It was only in my name. The condo was mine. Sienna had no legal tie to it. She'd moved in informally, no paperwork, no rent checks. Legally, she was just staying there. The renewal was coming up in 2 weeks. I'd planned to renew as normal, but right then I opened my laptop and sent a courteous email to the property management. "I won't be renewing. I'll vacate by the end of the month." Then I commented on her post. "Okay then, I'm not your caretaker either." I deleted it quickly after screenshotting it, then limited her access to my profile. The next day Sienna left for work before I was up. I spent the time at a local coffee shop making plans. This wasn't about payback, I was just done. If she saw me as holding her back from being independent, fine, she could go be independent somewhere else. Over the weekend, I quietly packed only my essentials: important documents, gaming console, a few boxes of books. I rented a small storage unit nearby and moved stuff over in a couple trips while she was out with friends. Monday came, and she left for Miami. She said she'd be back Friday, barely looking at me as she wheeled her suitcase out. "Don't wreck anything," she added. "Have a safe flight," I replied. She paused like she expected more, but I stayed silent. She left. The door closed, and I called a moving company. They booked the full move for Thursday, one day before she returned. I also messaged my buddy Logan, who was looking for a roommate. He said I could move in starting Friday. By Tuesday night, the apartment was half empty. I'd taken my furniture, kitchen stuff, even the TV. I left all her things untouched, her clothes, books, decorations she'd chosen. I wasn't trying to be petty or destroy anything. I just took what was mine. Wednesday, I officially notified management I was leaving and handed over the keys. Thursday, the movers came for the last load. I walked through the empty condo one final time, feeling total calm. I left a note on the counter. "Sienna, the lease is up. I've moved out. Your belongings are still here, but the unit returns to management on the 31st. Please make your own arrangements. Take care." Then I walked out. Friday night my phone exploded, 17 missed calls, endless texts from Sienna. "What is this? Where's everything? Are you serious? Call me now." I didn't respond. Saturday morning, she showed up at Logan's place. No idea how she got the address, probably from a shared contact, but she pounded on the door at 9 a.m. Logan answered. Who are you? His girlfriend, where is he?" I stepped to the door. "Hi, Sienna." Her face was swollen, eyes red from crying. "What's going on?" I moved. Obviously. "Why didn't we talk about it?" I left a note. "A note? You disappeared, took everything." "I took my things, yours are still there. The place is empty, no bed, no TV, nothing." "Where am I supposed to live?" "You're not. The lease ended. I didn't renew." She stared in silence. "You can't just do that." "Actually, I can. It's my place. 4 years together. You said clearly you don't need anyone's approval for your decisions, so I'm not asking for yours on mine. This is insane. You're punishing me over a work trip. Not punishment, just ending the free arrangement." She stepped closer, voice dropping. "Nothing happened with Derek. It was strictly work. I didn't ask. Then why do this? You painted me as controlling when all I did was support you. You wanted freedom. Here it is, have it." She stared, tears streaming. "I have nowhere to go. You'll figure it out. You're strong and independent, right?" Logan cleared his throat awkwardly behind me. Sienna looked at him, then back at me, her expression shifting from desperate to angry. "You'll regret this," she hissed. "Maybe. But I doubt it." She turned, and over the next couple weeks, mutual friends told me Sienna had moved in with her coworker Jade. She was telling people I'd abandoned her and left her homeless. Some friends reached out, wanting my side. I kept it short. We grew apart. I moved. She'll be fine. Most accepted it. A few of her closer friends sent me angry messages calling me heartless. I didn't reply. Then, about 3 weeks after I left, I got a message from Derek's ex-wife, Monica. "Hi, it's Monica. We don't know each other, but can we talk?" She sent screenshots of chats between Sienna and Derek going back 4 months. Nothing blatantly sexual, but clearly flirty. Late-night messages, playful comments, a photo of them at a bar with her hand on his chest. Monica wrote, "They've been seeing each other since June." I found out from his phone. We tried to work through it, but the dishonesty kept going. "Thought you should know the truth." I thanked her. She didn't owe me anything, but I appreciated it. I never confronted Sienna. No point anymore. I had moved on, 3 months later now. From what I hear, Sienna is still staying with Jade. No contact since that morning at Logan's. Derek got demoted after HR found out about the relationship. It violated company policy. Monica went ahead with the divorce. Sienna's social media has gone quiet. No more defiant posts. As for me, I'm doing great. Logan and I get along well. I've been working out consistently, started bouldering, and I'm dating someone new, a designer named Callister, introduced by a friend. She owns her own place, has her own life, zero tolerance for nonsense. Looking back, I have no regrets about how I handled it. maybe we could have talked more openly. But Sienna made it clear she didn't value what we had. She wanted independence without consequences. I gave her exactly that. People often don't realize what they have until it's gone. Or maybe they do realize and just don't care. Either way, it's not my problem anymore. A few DMs asked if she ever apologized. No contact at all after that morning. Friends said she badmouthed me for a while, but most people saw through it. Yes, still with Callister, only a few months in, but it's going really well. We actually communicate. Crazy concept, right? Questions about whether Sienna actually cheated. Honestly, I don't care anymore. Monica's screenshots were enough to confirm my instincts. Whether physical or emotional, it doesn't matter. The disrespect was obvious, and that was plenty.